was like, I work hard for my money, so I want to do this. And Dominique would be like, well, I work hard for my money too, and I want to make sure to go buy gold.
Yeah.
Or I want to make sure that I took half of this money that I made and I want to go put it away.
Yeah.
And I would be like, okay, well, give me my portion because
well, pay me.
pay me because I need to go do what I got to do.
Just pay me
Or
and go
else
about
I
your
will be
business.
walking around this place and you don't want to talk to me. So we had to get on the same mission, the same vision as to it's either we wanted to be wealthy together or we wanted to be broke or we wanted to be wealthy separate.
Yeah.
And it was a decision that we decided, hey, we're going to be wealthy together, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Another thing that couples probably don't talk about is, do you have a different bank account? Do he have a different bank account? Do you both have a joint bank account? And to each his own. However, in our dynamic, we have business bank accounts that's together. We have personal bank accounts that's together, but we also have separate bank accounts as well.
Yeah, we have all of them.
Right. And so how we divide the money is, we divide it based off of a wealth principle that we got from the Secret to a Millionaire Mind.
Yeah.
Which we're going to talk about later on. But that's how we divide our money. But before, that's not what we were doing.
Yeah, it's not. It was more like survival. It was like, give me mines before you take it.
Right.
And she's like, give me mines before you take it.
And I'm not going to lie, Dama was all about savings. And I was just like, I need to go to the mall. And, when I got the money, I was like, I'm out. He didn't know.
So she's still like that. She's still like that. She's still like that, except, and I've learned something too with that you're not supposed to deprive yourself of those enjoyments.
Right.
You're not supposed to deprive that side of you to go enjoy those things financially.
Right.
And what we started to do was, we started to do buckets, right? So we have a bucket for fun. We have a bucket for education. We have a bucket for tithing, giving. We have a bucket for expenses. And then we have a bucket for the kids. And then we have a bucket for taxes.
Right.
Now, in the beginning, depending on how much you start earning, your bucket for fun might just be $1, right? Your bucket for education might just be $1. It doesn't have to be $100. What we're talking about here is incorporating a habit,
right,
and then building on the habit.
Right. And that was the hardest part. We're talking about building wealth together without the drama, right? And so in the beginning, if you're the individual who kind of have drama about money in your household, it's challenging. It's challenging because when you get paid or you get that check and all the bills add up and you literally have $5 to your name after you finish paying anything, or you might end up with negative, you're like, well, how am I supposed to take this $5 and how am I supposed to build these buckets that I have?
Yeah.
And that was a challenge because I'm like, I only got $5 left and you telling me to take 10% of that, put this here and put this here and put that here. And it was challenging. It was challenging because I'm just like, it's only $5. Let me go buy bacon, egg, and cheese and fulfill the fact that I'm happy my bills is paid, but let me also go make myself happy. And what I learned was it's not about how much money is left. It's about what you do with the money that is left. Yeah. And that's the principle that, we weren't taught. We weren't taught.
Is it about what's left? Is it what's left though?
So when you're in survival mode, it's about what's left. Okay? It's about what's left and what you're going to do with what's left. Because, a lot of the decisions that you're going to make is, I'm going to pay this phone bill because I don't want to disconnect it, right? I'm going to pay this light bill because I want to make sure I have light in my house. I'm going to pay this gas bill because I need to be able to cook. So when you're in your survival mode, you're like, I got to pay these bills off. So yes, in the beginning.
Okay.
In the beginning,
just wanted to hear that. In the beginning, it's what's left.
In the beginning, it's what's left.
Okay.
But here's what the wealthy people do. They make sure in a survival mode, right? They make sure that they created the habit of whatever is left. Usually, it's not what's left for the wealthy people though, because the wealthy people skim off the top. So what that means is they get paid, and the first thing that they do is put that 10% away.
Okay.
The first thing that they do is make sure that money that they had to invest is put away first. That's what the wealthy people do.
I got a question.
Right.
You do that now.
Correct.
But you said that's what the wealthy people do. You do that now.
Yes.
So does that mean you are one of those wealthy people?
I am one of those wealthy people, but I'm talking from a space of back then.
Okay, back then. Okay.
I'm talking from a space of survival.
Okay.
I'm talking from a space that I was a nurse. I was working 80, 70 hours a week.
Right.
And I would get a check for close to $2,000, maybe a little bit more. But my bills was $1,999, $1,999, and I had $1 to my name, right? And we're busy trying to figure out the secret to the millionaire mind. We're reading that book and we're trying to put all those wealth principles into action, right? And I was like, no, you're supposed to take that $1,999, take the 10% off first, and then do this and do that. And I'm just like, my bills add up to $1,999, and you're telling me to take 10% off to go do this, to go. No, I want my bills paid because I don't want to owe nobody. And we did that. Okay, we did that. But what I quickly learned was, when you don't have that extra money, or you're incapable of saying, I have money in different places, you subconsciously deteriorate yourself. And you deteriorate yourself in the sense of, even if you took from the $1,990, even if you took $10 and you said, I'm not going to take a whole $199, 10% to put away, but I'm going to take 10. Even if you took the 10 and you separated it in different buckets, it feels good to know that you have a bucket that had $2 in it. And it made a massive difference. So I'm sharing that to say that, the wealthy individual, or the wealthy money mindset individual, knows, like, listen, I have to make sure to take 10% out for me and my investments first. Before I pay any bills, because the bills are going to always be there. And so when I do that part of taking the 10% out for me first, then that puts me in a better position for the future. But the main thing is, it builds a habit. It's just like waking up and brushing your teeth. If you can do those daily habits of your ADLs, your active daily living, and put those same habits towards your money, you will see how far you will go, where money will be in different buckets, no matter how much money it was. And the fact that you have the mindset and the principle and the habit to continuously do that, even when the times that the money is really tight, you're just on your way to wealth.
One of the tangible things, a perfect example of this, what we did during the pandemic, a lot of people, got pandemic checks. And what were they doing with it? I don't know. What we did with our pandemic checks was, we went out and we bought lots of silver. Couldn't really afford gold at the time, because gold was like 1,800. Gold now is 27, but silver was like $10 an ounce. $10 an ounce. And what we used to do was, we used to go to flea markets and we used to just buy silver coins. But we used to also buy silver coins online. And then there came a point in time where one day we got up, it was like, we did not have any cash. It was like, hey babe, I need some money to do XYZ. And she was like, I don't got no money. Yo, we broke right now. But then we sat there and we thought about it, and we were like, wait, are we really broke? And you're like, you're not broke. You have money. You just have it in different currencies. And that feeling brought back some type of having. It brought back some type of abundance. It brought back some type of security. And that's what Felicia means, where if you practice something where you feed the different buckets, right? If you're paying yourself 10%, you may not have cash to go out to dinner, or to go party, or to go buy, a new car. But you do have monies in different accounts. So you do have monies. You just don't have the money to go splurge. You don't have that luxury. And that was more of a principle that we learned. So when you really look at wealth is really just basing your level of creativity on with mixing that with certain principles and values. Because if you don't have the principles as the foundation, you won't have the clarity to build, and that brings in the drama. So which goes into the blueprint, right? A blueprint is something that you can follow and you can build off of.
Thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.
Looking for more tips on how to build your purpose-driven business? Be sure to check out our Money Making Secrets playlist at the top right-hand corner of the screen.
Or you can check out our most recent uploaded video right below.
Enjoy. See you soon.